go. Random shoe. Alright, let's go. We are off. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back, finally. It's been a long time since I've been out in the woods, and it's good to be back now. We are out in my usual camping area, my little area that I go if I want to do an overnighter or just do like a gear test, which is exactly what I'm doing today. I've got that Haven tent with me on my pack. Or in my pack. I've got 38 pounds right now in this pack. It's the middle of summer. It's ridiculously heavy. Normally I have like a 10-pound base weight and I'm running 38. But having said that, I'm carrying all my water in. I wasn't sure about how much water there'd be back here. Having crossed that first creek back there, I think there's plenty of water, but still, I've got it on me. I might as well carry it. And then I've got some other stuff. I got a little mini cooler with some beer in it and things like that, and some good food. But we are going to go back here and we're going to test out that new Haven hammock tent combo thing. I've got some food that I'm going to try out. So I am about 1 month away from heading to Boundary Waters. So it's kind of crunch time now. I need to get this stuff tested. I need to get my gear, make sure it's all good to go. My food, make sure it's all good to go. So we're going to be out here. That's the kind of the primary reason for being out here this time, and that's about it really. It should be a pretty good time. Gonna go like a mile in, that's it, to my campsite, and we'll get set up. Let's get moving. Man, 38 pounds. Well, we're back. The trail that actually leads back here is all grown over. Somebody's been back here because it's been pimped up a little bit. There's a little, I'll show you, there's a rail right over here someone's been using to hang that they set up, and there's a bunch of firewood over there someone's cut up. There's a lot of down stuff here from the storms. It's all over the place. I definitely didn't need the water because there's tons of water here, but oh well. I brought in 3 of those 32-ounce Nalgene's because I didn't know. So, I think I'm going to try this tree. I don't know if it's even showing in there, but it might be. This guy right here to this tree right here. This is a chonky boy. But I like the distance. It's a good distance apart. It's a very interesting fireplace they put right there because it's just, the liner is just wood. It's just going to catch on fire too. I don't get it, but okay. Let's get the Haven out. So this right here, and in the video, my first video when I was doing the kind of the review or unboxing of it, my concern was those tree straps that Haven gives you are way too small, and I'm about 99% sure they're not going to work here. Fortunately, I brought my tree straps from my normal hammock. My, was it the Kammok hammock? I forget which model it is. The Mantis Ultralight. And it's got those really nice long Ultralight tree straps. So I'll try the ones that come with the actual, the one that comes with the tent hammock combo. See if it works. I doubt it does, and then we'll use those. There's part of my weight right there. That's my that's really heavy actually. I bet that's a good 8-9 pounds probably, at least, maybe 10 pounds. That's probably half the reason why that pack is so heavy. But it's my cooler. It goes in my it actually goes in the barrel that I use for canoeing, and it's actually a pretty nice little cooler, but it is heavy. I've just got 2 ice packs in it, and then a bunch of beers, and I think there's some chocolate in there too, and then even like a Mountain Dew. So it's not exactly roughing it out here. Rainfly. So when I bought that Haven tent, hammock, whatever you want to call it, you could buy the Rainfly. It's like an extra 80 bucks. I already have, like, it's the same as, you know, any standard Rainfly. So I already have this nice Ultralight Nemo one, so I just didn't even pay for it. Here's what we need. Here it is, the old Haven tent. I haven't even taken the tags off yet. I gotta say, for everything that it is, I mean, it's a fairly small package. It's just very dense, heavy package. I mean, this is your sleeping pad right here, which we'll get to that. I got issues with this already. This guy, there's my, these are the straps that go on my Mantis Ultralight hammock that I normally use. I've just brought them as extras. The old Haven tent, which I do like it. It seems like a really cool design. Pretty easy to set up. Little spreader bar thingies. Those are chonky, those are heavy, but they probably have to be. I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on them. And then we got straps that aren't very impressive. The extra rope, which I haven't even undone yet, but we'll see. The fairly unimpressive 10 spikes, but whatever. If I don't use them, I've got tons at home. No big deal. But let's start with these traps, which I don't know if this will even make it around that tree. But we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt and try. I can tell you it's going to be a failure already, but just a big old honking tree right here. Yeah, it doesn't even fit around the tree. Which, it is a big tree, I'll give you that. But when you're in the woods, I mean, you don't have a lot of choice. You got to use whatever trees you can. I'm telling you, that's about how long that is. This is how long the Mantis one is. So now almost, yeah, like another arm and 3/4 length. So that's the difference. And I guarantee you those are long enough to make that. But I will say what I could do. I don't know if the tree's in view, but there's a tree right here, which would work with that, and it might work with those straps. I kind of want to try those straps. I do, actually. Problem is, you got these stumps that I got the saw with me. I guess I could finish cutting those stumps out, because I don't, man, if that thing broke and you fell on those, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Where else could I do that? We're going to try these 2 trees right here. They're much closer, much smaller. We're going to give it the benefit of the doubt. This is just to the, well, the old spot was right there, almost right where the camera's sitting. So this tree, which is leaning this way quite a bit, but it's alive, it's very healthy, and there's nothing above me that's very big. This tree is alive. It's about just big enough right here to handle. I mean, I say about 6 inches. That's probably about what that is. So we'll see. There are a lot of places in there where you get, and you're not necessarily going to find, you know, your perfect trees, where you need a lot more latitude of those longer straps. Not trying to bitch too much. I'm just saying, you know, from experience, it can be a problem out there. I'm not gonna. I mean, these straps are pretty basic. This looks like it would be plenty long enough for all this. I will say this too, like the loops, they only go to right here. So that's all the range of adjustment you have. I mean, why doesn't it go all the way out to here where you have a lot of adjustment? I guess if I have to, I could wrap it around twice. But again, given the price of this thing, these straps are an absolute fail, I think. I think these are just poor for the price. I think you could do a lot better, Haven. Hopefully the comfort of it kind of makes up for these straps, the kind of the poor design. I'm really hoping this thing's super comfortable. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome, because that's what I want. That is what I want. We're just going to go, might as well go all the way to this one, because I have a feeling it's still going to be pretty close. Yeah. As a matter of fact, it doesn't fit, because these, again, Haven, these aren't big enough. There are not enough loops here. What we can do, though, is you can wrap it around twice. That does work. It should be short enough now. I've never had any trouble doing this, so it does work. Get it to that one. Oh yeah. Okay. You put these little spreader bar thingies in. These are pretty simple. They just go, there's a couple little pockets they go in, so I do like this. I mean, it certainly makes it much more usable. It gives a lot more space, and I'm sure it's the only way they can make it kind of lay flat, so, which is the whole point of this. I don't know if this is high enough yet. We'll see. I might have to raise it up, but in all honesty, my first time ever sleeping in this, I don't want it to be very high up. There's still a trust issue here. Not bad mouthing you, Haven. I think you get the idea. Right, I just don't know. Like I said, those straps are poopy, for lack of a better word. They're just poopy. Does that look? That is not level. Get up there. That looks a little better. Okay, so I think we'll do the this guy next. Issue number 2 I have, or 5, or whatever it is. I have no idea. First off, I'll tell you, this sleeping pad is really comfortable. I actually tried it. It's very thick. It's one of those where it's heavy, but it's one of those where it's kind of dense in there, so it actually is really comfortable to sleep on. Having said that, it's got the valve here, and this guy sticks on. This is supposed to be one of those pump sacks. You're wasting your time trying to use this. There are 2 problems. One is that the one-way valve on this thing is terrible, so it doesn't stay closed. So when you go to push the air in, all the air just comes right back out, because the one-way valve won't close all the way. Another issue, and I think it's just because of manufacturing issue, is there's actually a hole in this bag, so it doesn't push a whole lot of air. I tried it at home. I had 0 luck. I literally pumped for 30 minutes, probably. Well, not that long, but 15 minutes or so, and I couldn't get any air to go into it. We can try it. I will give it another chance. I'm always willing to do that. But so it's in there now. It's done nothing. there might be a tiny bit of air in it. So like the Sea to Summit one, and I've got it. They're a really nice thick one with the pump sack. It's like maybe 5 of these and it'd be completely full. It's instantly full with those. Garbage. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There's an alternative though. So yeah, forget about trying to use this. If you have better luck, that's awesome, but it doesn't work with the crap. So there's an alternative to this. A little air pump. So they sell this. So the one they sell is $32, $32.50 I think. I don't know what the shipping is. I don't know what the tax is on it. This is the exact, if you look at the pictures, this is absolutely identical. This I got this on Amazon by Flex Tail Gear. It's $27, $27.50. That includes tax, and I have Prime, so I got it the next day. I think it has free shipping even if you don't have Prime. It might just take 4 or 5 days. Yeah, so you can just buy this on Amazon for much cheaper. And I know it works. I will tell you this though, it is extremely loud. It is very, very loud. I actually ended up buying 2 of these. I bought it like the Primo model. Nice, there's a plane coming over. But like there's like a Primo model, and I haven't even opened it out of the box yet. I might try both of them. I really don't know how long this thing will last. It's supposed to inflate and deflate like 12 pads, but we'll see. But it is quite loud. You're about to find out how loud it really is. If you're in an area that's sensitive to noise, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you could try to cover it up with something, but it is very, very loud. But it works really good. And the thing is, when you get enough pressure on it, it actually will close up that one-way valve. So the problem with that pump sack is you can't get enough air in it fast enough to close that up. It just doesn't work. And there you go. These things are handy. It's not quiet, but it's your only alternative with this, unless for some reason, maybe mine's messed up somehow, but there. I didn't bring the insulated pad for it. It's 54 degree or 55 is the low tonight, so I don't think I'm going to need that. This thing's already insulated, so. There we go. But it's ready to go. I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. First time you ever get into a brand new hammock anyway, it's already kind of nerve-wracking. I'm going to take my shoes off. By the way, I forgot my boots today, so I'm just wearing my tennis shoes. It worked out good though because they were nice and comfy. A little nervous. Alright, maybe I've got it set just a little bit too low, but it's not bad. Now I will say the center of it kind of folds in. I feel like I need to raise this side up a little bit because my feet are higher than my head right now. So it's not bad though, honestly. It's pretty comfy. It's not bad. It really isn't. It's not perfectly flat. And maybe I need to adjust it just a little bit. I don't think it's directional. I'll check the instructions. I don't think you need to lay in a certain, I don't know if, maybe head on this side. I don't think so. I can see it too. It actually needs to be way up. Okay, that's on. Okay, so real quick, I had to take a break there, and there were people walking by too, making tons of noise, so just whatever. I readjusted the straps, so it's sitting quite a bit higher now, that side's higher now, which kind of keeps it a bit more level now. Hopefully that helps at least a little bit with this guy. We'll see. It's kind of unnerving to sit in it. I guess because I've never done it before. It just like... Well, from a height standpoint, that's about perfect now. If it stays like this. It did, obviously it's brand new, it's going to, but it stretched out some. Which is part of the reason why it got so low. Everything stretched out quite a bit. Oh yeah. Now it's more level. It is kind of like you need to center yourself in it to make it nice. But, like left or right, if you don't get perfectly center, get off to the side, it just kind of pulls you that way. So, but it doesn't seem like it's collapsing in the middle nearly as much now. It's actually, I won't lie, it's really comfortable. It's really comfortable. I can definitely get down with this. This is nice. It's a little bit, like I said, it's not perfectly lay flat, which you can't expect it to be. But it's a lot flatter than a regular hammock. There's a little bit of a dip right in the middle. Seems like it's holding up. I mean, I haven't fallen to the ground yet, so. I will say this, despite its shortcomings, when you get in it, it's pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. Inside. It does have nice pockets in it too. There's a bunch of pockets. You got like this cell phone pocket. There's a big old pocket here. There's pockets on that end. A big old pocket here on the end. There's some straps up here. You can hang stuff on. They do it right on that. Haven, I seriously, I think if you fix the strap issue and then come up with a better air pump, you're on to a really good setup here. I really do like it. I'm willing to sacrifice or accept the fact that it's heavy. It has to be to do this, but those straps are unacceptably small, and then that pump sack or airfill thing, it sucks. It just sucks. You have to get the pump. You got no choice. I honestly don't think I'm going to have a fire tonight. I just kind of want to do no fire camp. I don't really want to. I just want to get set up and then maybe work on this a little bit more, and then get some food in me. I've got, my food is going to be a, so I saw Backpacker's Pantry makes this really cool. It's mashed potatoes, gravy, and steak, I think it is, or steak chunks. So I decided to do it myself and make it my own because it's a lot cheaper that way. And I have a freeze dryer, so I might as well try it. The mashed potatoes, you just buy the pre-done ones. Yeah, there's no point in freeze drying mashed potatoes when you can buy them for virtually nothing at the store. So I've got some steak cut up, and then I've got, like I said, mashed potatoes and gravy. And I want to try that out because if it turns out really good, that's going to be my primary meal for Boundary Waters, or one of my of the 17 meals I got to make for dinners. That's going to be the one that I'll probably make the most of. So anyway, let's get to work. All right. Okay. It's already dark out here. It's just, this area is like that. It's only maybe 7 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. 7:08. The sun doesn't set for another hour and 20 minutes, but and the camera's not showing it too much, but it's very dark in here right now. It's just down on this little bottom, it blocks out a lot of light. Okay, so tonight is, there's actually nothing in there. First, you know what tonight is? I'll tell you what tonight is. Tonight, I'll It's you. It's you. There we go. So, this is from my favorite beer company of all time, New Glarus. It's in Wisconsin. Spotted Cow is actually my favorite from them. That beer is amazing. You can only buy it in Wisconsin. So when I pass through there all the time. So I always bring back a bunch home. I'm about out of Spotted Cow, so I've got this. This is a seasonal one. It's called Totally Naked. And if you ever go through Wisconsin, seriously, stop at any. You can buy it everywhere there. It's so popular anyway. But the Spotted Cow is amazing. I don't think I've ever had this Totally Naked one. I'm not much of a can drinker. I normally do bottles, but it's still nice and cold. Because I've got 2 ice packs in there. A lot of the weight. Oh yeah. It's so good. It is so good. But yeah, once I pass through Boundary Waters, or go to Boundary Waters and then come back through Wisconsin, you can bet I'll be picking up some more of my supply of Spotted Cow until my next trip up there, which will probably be next May when I do a Sylvania wilderness trip again. I don't know, we'll see. I try to go up there as much as possible. At least twice a year I'll pass through Wisconsin. A lot of times 3 or 4 times I'll go through. I was up there, and I said it in the last trip that I did do Sylvania Wilderness this year, but on the way up there, actually I think it was at work. I had worked that Sunday. I was at work, and I think I got sick that day. And then as I was traveling up north, I got real sick, and that was kind of that whole trip just kind of fell flat on its face. I ended up spending most of the time in the camper. I only did 1 overnight trip, canoe trip, and I tried recording it, but my voice was so gone from being sick that you couldn't even hear me. And I looked miserable. I felt miserable. It wasn't a good trip. So I just threw that video footage away. Okay, so since we're not cooking on a fire, I brought my little MSR Pocket Rocket, I think. These are awesome. They're really cool. This is like a half canister. It should be plenty of fuel. I'm hoping, so far I haven't heard any fire bans yet in the Boundary Waters, and I really hope when I get up there isn't one, because that's going to suck. Because if that happens, I'm going to have to take like a bunch of these. I might take also my little, what is it, like a little Esbit stove or whatever, that uses the little fuel tablets. I've got one of those, the Ultralight ones. But hopefully I can just cook over the fire. Oh, shouldn't drop it either. I've got this meal, which I'm trying out, and I'm really hoping this works out well, because it looks amazing. Like the Backpacker's Pantry version looks really good. I haven't actually tried that one. I just made my own, but it's just, dang it. So that's just mashed potatoes, and there's a little bit of gravy in there, and then this is all steak right here that I cooked up and then I sliced real thin and freeze dried. So basically the idea with this is I've got a 2-part setup here. I don't necessarily like the idea of having like 2 Ziploc bags. It's just kind of wasteful, but I don't know yet how I'm going to do it when I go to the Boundary Waters. I might just mix it all in as one batch, but the idea on this one is I'm going to boil up the water in this. I've got, where's that? I've got this little Sea to Summit bowl. I can put all the meat in and put some of the boiling water in here. Put the meat in here so it'll rehydrate. And then I'll have just the right amount of water in here, and I can add the mashed potatoes into it. I forgot to bring the shredded cheese. I was actually going to put shredded cheese in it. I don't have that this time, whatever. And then once it all rehydrates, put the steak into the mashed potatoes and eat it up like that. That's a lot of water to boil. Most of my meals take like 10 ounces of water. We'll see. That may be too many mashed potatoes too. It's a whole bag of them, so I don't know. Part of the reason why I'm out here is to test all this out. It's so good. But anyway, let's get this going. Okay. careful with that. It's a little bit unstable. Just a little bit. Okay. Pour in the water till we get to about 16 ounces left in the... Look at it, just instantly rehydrates. It's pretty cool. Alright, a little bit more maybe, and then we're good. Actually, I don't want to put it there. Let's go ahead and cover this up. So those are probably, yeah, they're like, they rehydrate like instantly. That's the advantage of if you cook it ahead of time. Cooked foods rehydrate much faster than the raw foods. We'll cut in our mashed taters. Oops. There we go. It's all good. Oh, that smells so good. Oh, where's my spoon? Crap, where did I put my spoon? Here we go. Spoon. There we go. That's going to be a lot. I have a feeling I'm going to have to back it off a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. But this just seems like a lot of food. I don't know that that gravy in there really mixed up real well. I don't know, we'll see. That might be a fail, and it might be something I just don't do. I think maybe next time I'll just do cheese only. But we'll have to sit for about 5 minutes, let it thicken up, and cool off a little bit. And we'll be ready to eat. So we'll see you guys then. Okay, then we got steak. I already poured off the excess water. I didn't need nearly as much water as I thought in there. It took barely any. Looks really good. I mean, it looks like rehydrated freeze-dried steak, but it looks really good. Juicy. I do have seasoning to go with it too, which will help tremendously. It's a little bit chewy. I won't lie. I won't lie. Add that seasoning in there though. Fortunately, there's no bear around here, so I don't have to worry too much about that. With the heavy seasoning, I'll probably be a little bit careful in the boundary waters with that. Oh, that smells so much better now. When I cooked it in freeze dried, I didn't even put salt in it or anything. So, I mean, there's no seasoning whatsoever. So, I'm just going to take it and probably toss it right on top of the mashed potatoes, just like that. Ah, oh, it looks so good. That's going to be fun to clean. It smells so good too. It's literally just steak and mashed potatoes. How can it, yeah. Ah. Let's see how she turned out. Mmm. That's pretty good. Like I said, it's a little bit chewy, which is going to happen. I love steak and mashed potatoes at home too. This is nice in the woods. Mmm. So hot. Only had some kind of liquid to wash it down. I think the gravy was pointless. I don't think the gravy really adds anything because it was mixed into the mashed potatoes anyway. I didn't put that much anyway, so I think next time just cheese. Okay, so I'm going to eat this up. This is going to be difficult, actually. There's a lot here. I don't eat that much usually in like one meal. 6.5 ounces is a lot. It kind of turns out to be a ton. But I'm going to eat this up, clean up. I need to wash out the pot and stuff. Like I said, there's no bear around here, but there are critters, and they'll get into it. But I'm gonna finish eating this up, and I'll see you guys probably when I go into the hammock there and relax. Okay, so here we are in the old Haven hammock. First night ever trying it. I did add a little bit more air to it. Seems to have helped. And actually, once you zip it up too, I think like the whole sides and everything are kind of integral to the structure too. So seems like it's pretty flat now. There's still a little bit of a curve in the center, but it's very, very comfortable. So we'll see how well I sleep tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Morning. I slept really well. Really good in this thing. I think I only woke up a couple times. It is about 7:45, I think. It's chilly out right now. So it's the low is like 55, but I've always said down here where I'm at, it never gets much sunlight anyway. It's at least 5, if not 10 degrees cooler. It is very cold out there. I just went out there to grab the camera and use the bathroom, and you can tell it's very chilly out right now. But yeah, the Haven tent, it actually worked really well. It collapses a little bit in the center, but it's not bad. It stays pretty flat. You can when you lay on your back, it's pretty flat, and you can even lay on your side. It worked. I slept for quite a while on my side last night, so it works. Another plane. It works a lot better than like a regular hammock, so not bad. It is actually very comfortable. But I need to get up, get some breakfast in me. I got some coffee too, and get packed up and get out of here. Man, it is cold this morning. It is really cold out. I actually debated whether or not, I was like, I don't need any long sleeves or anything. It's August in Indiana. I'm glad I brought this. Good Lord. I love this sweatshirt, this long sleeve shirt. It's made by Kuiu. It's super lightweight. Oh, it's so nice and warm. It's so cozy feeling. I love this thing. I only wish a couple things. Number one is if it had pockets, it'd be a lot nicer. And if it could just be a little bit longer like this, I don't know. If the backside could be just a little bit longer. But it's still nice. You can tuck it in just fine. But it could use some pockets. Wow, it is cold out this morning. I mean, it is legitimately cold. I'm glad I brought this thing. It's never like this in August. It's just freaky weather. There we go. breakfast. Make it camp clean. Ooh. Feels good. Feels really good, actually. It is just exceptionally cold out right now. No joke. It's just, I don't know why it's as cold as it is, but it is. Breakfast is just my homemade. It's got raspberries, blueberries, granola, milk powder. I think I used the whole milk powder in this one. And then there's a little bit of cinnamon. I think it's the cinnamon granola, actually. And then, of course, some sugar in it, too, to just sweeten it up. Give it some more calories. This is an old one, actually, I had just sitting in the fridge. It's been in there for quite a while, so I thought I'd use it up. Go. Hot breakfast would probably be nicer right now. Oh well. I would have used my bowl to eat out of, but I actually didn't. All I did was just rinse it out. I went and got some creek water and rinsed it all out, and I didn't use soap or anything, so I don't know how safe that one is to use right now to eat out of, so I'll just eat right out of the bag. There we go. And it rehydrates just instantly too, so matter of fact, you got it. So give it a little bit actually extra time, but if you wait too long, it just gets soggy. That's hot enough. Coffee is just going to be these caramel Nescafe lattes. I think I've shown these before. I love these. You can get these on Amazon. You can't buy them in the store because they're all imported. I think from Malaysia. Somewhere like that. They're really good though. They're kind of heavy. If you just want instant coffee, I found that the Starbucks, the V, is probably the best instant coffee, but these are much better if you're willing to carry the weight. They've got some creamer in them and the caramel flavor, and it just tastes a lot better, especially when you're out here. I love this. It's easy to make. Oh, that's not quite mixed up there, though. That's my fault. There's actually a little chunk of milk powder right there. This has been sitting in my fridge for quite a while, so it might have clumped up a little bit. There we go. Easy to make. And if you don't want to make it yourself, you can get the Peak Refuel the Peak Refuel version. I think it's called Mountain Berry Granola. It's really, I love it. It's actually really good. It's the same thing. It's just a bunch of, I think it's got rice milk instead of real milk though, which is still really good. You've watched me eat long enough. I'm going to finish this up, and then we'll start breaking down the campground, my campsite, which shouldn't take very long, and we'll get out of here. Oh, but I need to finish this and drink my coffee. We are at the bottom of the hill, like 200, maybe 300 yards from the truck now. Whew. So, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please do me a favor, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. It really does mean something. I mean, it does, because it kind of tells me, it motivates me to do more videos. I really want to get out here and do more. I'm gonna be out here again probably next couple weeks. It'll probably be the same area, just to do one more test of the gear before we push off to Boundary Waters for the big trip. But I really do enjoy you guys watching the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.